Good evening. I'm Rob Perry with the Transportation Security Administration at O'Hare Airport. I'm a Transportation Security Manager, and this evening I'm going to make a paella-inspired risotto for you. Just cutting the bottoms off from the asparagus. I'm going to substitute the peas, the traditional peas, in risotto with the asparagus. I'm also going to substitute the rabbit with chicken for general audiences. So let's get started. Again, I've got one bunch of asparagus. I'm going to take these, toss them in a little olive oil, salt and pepper, thyme, roast them up, give them a little toss. Arrange them on a sheet pan. Now that the asparagus is in the oven, I've cleaned and peeled 2 pounds of 2630 shrimp. So I've cleaned and peeled. I'm going to take cheesecloth and gather up all my shrimp shells and the rubber band from the asparagus and drop it into my broth that I have going for the risotto. The shrimp shells are going to add a whole lot of flavor. Be ashamed to lose that and throw it in the trash. 2 pounds of chicken breasts cut into 3/4 inch cubes. The most important part of this segment is that I want to show you that I'll clean up afterwards. Now that my chicken is cut into pieces, I'm going to remove the board that I was using just for the chicken and bring it over to the sink. And make sure I get rid of those chickeny hands. Everything else is going. Now it's time to get the sausage started. 1.5 pounds of andouille cut on a bias, and I'm using about 1/2 cup of Mexican chorizo just to give a little extra flavor, color, and a little added fat. So I'm going to start that on a cold pan so I can render the fat out of it. I'm also going to add 1/2 pound of pancetta, again, just for a little more flavor, a little more fat. I've gotten the fat and the flavor out of it. I'm going to pull it because I don't want it overcooked. And then I'm going to add my chicken. Chicken's going to get some decent color. All right, the chicken's browned up nicely, so I'm going to pull that from the pan. Giving up a lot of liquid, so I'm going to now add our aromatics and my onions and seasoning as we go. At this point I'm also going to add a little crushed red pepper, hence the red mill. I have a teaspoon of smoked paprika. I have a pinch of saffron. Alright, now that my onions have cooked down, just about ready for the risotto, I'm going to put in a little tomato paste, about 2 tablespoons. Now it's time for the arborio rice. In the broth, it's going to deglaze the pan. And you want to put in enough to the point where it covers the rice. Turn off the heat. The residual heat in the pan is going to cook through. So your shrimp aren't going to be overdone. It's going to be nice and pink. Now, very important step, keep this covered through. Now, plating options, you've got your standard risotto on a plate, but imagine a steaming hot pan, use your imagination pan, where you would get the sukarat, or what the Chinese would call fanchu, or the caramelized crunch of rice from the pan, and a lot of happy customers. Thank you for your time. Appreciate your 5 minutes. We hope to see you soon.